How to anchor a part and what it does. Lesson 4. In this lesson you're going to learn how to use property view and what it means to anchor a part. This is a very short lesson, so I hope you will enjoy it a lot. Requirements for these lessons are the previous lessons, because we are doing a series of lessons, and if you want to understand that one, you need to know the basics and the knowledge displayed in the previous lessons. So going into the subject, how to open property view and what it does. And the properties window is now here, but if you don't have, for some reason, the properties view is missing here, perhaps you can find it in the view. If you look at the Roblox Studio, at the top here is a menu and there is a view, and inside of the view you have the properties icon. So click on it and it will open the properties view. Properties view is essentially everything that you have in the game. For example, if I look around in this game view, in this 3D view, and if I click on this part, you can see this highlighted in the Explorer view, which you know because you watched the previous lesson. But what you also notice that here is the properties view. If I click on the base plate in the Explorer view, you can see that properties changed, and you can also see that in this 3D view this thing became highlighted. It has the blue border. If I click on the spawn location, you can see that this highlighted. It has the blue border around it. And for example, in the properties view, you can change the color. You can change, let's make it red or orange. And now you can see it changed its color. So in the properties view, you can change a lot of different stuff. For example, we can make it more transparent. If I change this, let's select the spawn location, and if I select transparency attribute, I can move it up and down, and you can see in this 3D view it becomes more transparent. I'm not going to go through all the attributes in the property view, but now you have the basic understanding what it is and how to open it. How to turn anchoring on and off and what it is. So in the previous lesson, you remember we built a house, and perhaps you know how to create your parts yourself. So I'm not going to teach you how to create parts. I'm just going to do here, and if you want you can follow. So I have the part here. I make it a little bit bigger for the demonstration. I will change the color blue, and now I will move the box up here. I rename the part a blue box. I make a copy of it. So now we have two boxes, and this one I will change it to be red, and I change and rename the name red box. So now we have two boxes here. If I click on the blue box and in the property view I scroll down, there is an anchored boolean. You can click on it. There's a checkbox. So if I click on it, it is checked, and that means the blue is anchored. And now I highlight red box in the Explorer view, and I have the properties view here, and now this properties view does not have it anchored. So the blue one is anchored and the red one is not anchored. So now if I click play, let's see what happens. So now my guy is here, and you can see the blue one is up in the sky, but the red one is at the bottom. Why? Because the blue was anchored and red was not. So anchoring means that it keeps the position in the 3D space, But if it's not anchored, it will have physics. So that means it will have a gravity and it will fall on the ground. And in order to understand the topic better, take 30 minutes and build something using anchoring. And I will request that you will showcase 2 scenarios. Show me a situation where you want a part to be anchored, and show me a situation where you want not to be anchored. So I will also show you my solution. For example, if I have anchoring here, let's make an obby game. Okay, let's make an obby game. So we have a part here, a player can jump on it. Let's make more of them. I'm just copy pasting it, I'm making it higher. So the player can now jump there. Let's move the red one away from me. A little bit here. Let's create one more blue one. And let's move the blue one right there. Right about like this. Now let's take the red one. I will make the red one that it, like a player can push it over and it will create a bridge. So that's the idea. I don't know yet if it will work, but let's see. Make it slightly taller. Let's double check that the red is not anchored, and red is not anchored. So let's click play and see if it works. As you can see, now we have a game here and we have obby, you can jump on it. And now let's see if I can push it and it falls over. And you see it fell over, but it kind of fell a little bit bad. So because yeah, we couldn't jump it. So let's fix it. Let's make it taller, perhaps wider. Let's move it here. And let's play again. Let's see if it works better. We have a long one here. Let's try to push it. I think it's a little bit too heavy and the player is not able to push it. So let's make it a lot thinner. Let's make it super thin. Let's try again, and hopefully this time when I push it, it will fall over. And we can see it nicely fell over, and now we have a bridge. So that's my demonstration for the task. You can understand what means anchoring and what it means not to be anchored. Thank you for watching, and I hope you see you soon.